It's exciting heavyweight from Leamington Spa, Magic Matty Harris. Harris is digging deep. Dogbashenko looks tired as well now. They're both so slow on their feet.
Hardest bit
in
after the loss was accepting that I had lost, and not just that I lost, the fact that I'd been stopped. Following that loss, I would do whatever it takes, and I would work however hard I needed to work to make sure that I never had that feeling again.
Is Matty Harris back?
Matty Harris is back. Yeah, I'm back.
I mean, he's a strong lad.
Let's start with the hard bit.
Let's go.
What happened in Edinburgh?
I lost. There's not really but again, I'm not really one for making excuses or anything, so the long and short of it is that I lost. Since then, we've had a change of environment, change of team. I've had to move a lot of things around, and it gives you a chance to reevaluate. And to be honest, at the time, not so, but right now, I'm very grateful for that loss.
We'll get to where we are in a moment. Just casting your mind back to that fight week, did you feel good? I mean, we spoke in the fight week and you seemed happy, you seemed normal. Yeah. Did you feel right going into the fight?
Yeah, as I said, like, it's just one of those things that happened. I'm not an excuses kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? So things shook out the way they shook out, and we are where we are now. That's as I said, that's the long and short of it.
Have you allowed yourself to watch the fight back?
Yeah.
Have you assessed your performance? What went wrong? It started so well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, still the only man to ever put him down, you know what I mean? But again, one of the things I just remember at the end of the second round, I didn't even expel that much energy in the fight. Like, I don't remember going in. I wasn't tight. I wasn't stiff or anything. I went in there, did my thing, and I remember coming back to the corner at the end of the second round and just felt, I don't even know. It wasn't even at the end of the second. It was when I stood up for the third. That was when I felt it, that everything had just gone. Like, I didn't know how to. It was a foreign feeling, to be honest, mate. Like, there was just I had no strength left. Like, it was weird. Like, and I've not had it before. You fade so quick, and it was such a steep drop off. And I was like, wow. Good trouble, yeah.
Let's talk about the aftermath of that fight. Leading up to where we are now, you made some changes. The morning after that loss, when you wake up and kind of the last night is being digested, what was your thought process?
I didn't sleep. Couldn't sleep that night. It was, didn't sleep until, must have been 2 days later. I just couldn't sleep. Do you know what it was? I was so frustrated with myself that I'd let that happen. Because you could see it doesn't take anyone could see it. I didn't lose to a guy that was better than me.
You kind of have to say that. Yeah, on the night, he got the better.
Yeah, he got the better of me. That doesn't mean he was better than me.
Yeah.
And it kind of, then you have to think about, wow, if he's not better than me, then why am I losing to him? So something's gone wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's when we started to be honest, I already kind of knew what the problems were. And it was, for me, It was a easiest fix. I didn't have to look too far. I mean, anyone could have seen that in the ring that night. I gassed out.
What was the reaction to you, or the response to you, from the heavyweight boxing community?
You already know the answer to that question, my friend. But as expected, I mean, when you're being hyped up and people are talking about you in a certain kind of way, and then you go ahead and lose to, by no disrespect to my opponent, but when you go ahead and lose to a journeyman, when you're being hyped up in a certain type of way, I mean, what do you think is going to happen?
Did you have people reach out to you, speak to you?
Do you know? Oh, yes. Yeah. Do you know what?
I'd like to sit down with Matty.
I have to give a few honourable mentions. Number one that I didn't so much expect from was Fraser Clark. Reached out and kind of just gave you he was very, not supportive, but honest evaluation. And to be honest, as I said in the time, I appreciate it. He was supportive, and I just didn't expect it from someone else who's around in the British kind of level of fighting at the minute anyway. When I first got off the plane on the 7 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from Derek Chisora calling me, just saying what happened last night. Like, how did that happen? What happened? I kind of explained it, and he kind of took me in and took me under his wing, and from then, between then and Christmas, I was training with Derek. Dylan White dropped me a message, spoke to him on FaceTime, and just kind of, again, he was just checking in, just making sure that everything was all right. And again, he was shocked that I'd lost, because it was one of those things, it wasn't supposed to happen.
You mentioned your words a moment ago where everyone could see I gassed out.
Yeah.
You then went and did some training at shoot fighters who are known
For their gas.
extreme cardio.
Yes, they are.
Talking about training with KSI.
There's a reason for it. They, the guys there, they push you, they make you work hard, and it's a very positive environment, but it's very hard working. As he says, your man KSI, he's a hard worker. He's a grafter. If you didn't know who he was, you'd think he was one of the other guys in there that didn't have a penny to his name. Do you know what I mean? That's a testament to his work rate.
Let's talk about hard-working gyms. We're here in Peter Fury's gym. Why are we here?
Dropped him a call. I'd had a good relationship with Peter from when I was up here previously.
Sparring with Huey.
Yeah. I must have done 5-6 months. I was living out of a hotel room around the corner. And yeah, again, that was the best I'd ever boxed. When I was sparring constantly, I was training and doing everything that they were telling me to do. So I called him up, and it was, I remember when I called him, he just didn't even say anything for the first 10 seconds. He was just laughing down the phone. Not laughing, but he was chuckling, because he knew what I was going to ask him. And he didn't even, it was one of them, as soon as I called him, he just giggled and made me smile. And then he just went straight into the fight. And what went wrong? Not even, just straight to business.
What's training with Peter Fury like?
It's hard, but it's good. You will know from, if you've ever watched a Peter Fury interview, he don't mince his words. So if it's bad, he'll tell you, and if it's good, he'll give you a smile. And I would much rather have someone in my corner who's gonna call a spade a spade. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not doing something that I should be doing, or if I'm doing something wrong, I want to know, because otherwise how am I going to improve? And that's it. He pushes you not just physically but mentally. And again, it's just been a very long, hard training camp. He's had the sparring everyone, to be honest. Again,
That's good.
I knew that following that loss, I would do whatever it takes, and I would work however hard I needed to work to make sure that I never had that feeling again. So to go from, again, knowing it and doing it is making that link is, again, it's difficult, but I don't care what the price is. I'll pay it as long as I get to where I need to be.